joining. I really appreciate you taking the time to come through and listen to our workshop. And I do hope you get to learn something and be able to take stuff that you can practice after the workshop.
Thank you.
Okay, so I am going to share my slides just now. Okay, I'm having a bit of a technical issue. Can you guys see my screen?
No, we can't see your screen.
Okay, there we are. We are Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, cool. All right, so today we're talking about earning on social media. I will start with, let's say you have a job and you want to either increase your salary or something along those lines. You don't yet want to be a freelancer like myself, or you want to start business, or you don't have the resources. So the first thing you could do is get a new job. Now, the easiest part about switching to a new job is you have between 5 to 15% chance of increasing your salary. Unlike if you stayed at your job, you would only be getting 2 to 3% of potential earnings. And to be able to use social media to get a new job, you have to build up your professional network. So that's people who you're communicating with on platforms like LinkedIn to get a grasp of how you can do your work to be able to get more money and to be more attractive to other companies. You can also hone your skills. And what I like about LinkedIn is they have LinkedIn courses where you can actually learn the things that you would need to be a better candidate for jobs. The other one is to make informed career choices. This could be potentially stalking people. I know the word sounds funny, but you could be stalking people on LinkedIn and those type of platforms to see how are people in the roles that I want to go to work. What are the things they're doing, so that I can make a list of those of those certificates, courses that they've done, and then do them myself to be able to position myself well so that I can hire other companies. Then another one can be to showcase your talent and skills. This is now creating posts on your LinkedIn profile that will get you to be seen by recruiters and potential companies that you would want to work with. The last one would be staying up to date on current technologies and trends. This will just help you, obviously. There's certain softwares that you need to be learning to make the job better. But this has to be the easiest way for you to start making more money, like almost immediately, depending on how up to date your LinkedIn profile is. And if you're not yet daring enough to jump on the freelance world or have a side hustle, maybe right now you don't have the time, you don't have the capacity, this would be definitely a great way to get started. I will share my slides when I'm done so that you can have them and have access to this information. So what are some of the other ways you can make money on social media? You can create and sell digital products. This can be, like for someone like Tarie, she already has an online platform where she's talking about finance. So she could create budget templates, right? And start selling those things. She could do ebooks. I know she's got physical books, but she could also do ebooks which can be selling, because books have a lower cost than physical books. So that could be something you could try and do. You could also create online courses. So even someone like Mia can, after this workshop, she can come up with a course on teaching people, particularly in Africa, how to run an Airbnb, how to maybe choose locations, how to build up that kind of platform and that kind of network where you can get the funds to buy properties and do Airbnb. The other one you can do is to promote digital products created by other people. This is commonly known as affiliate marketing. So lots of influencers do this, where at the end of the video they'll say, "Oh, I've got a purchase code, or I've got a link in the bottom where if someone else buys from the people they're promoting, they get a percentage of that because they're promoting those products." You can also promote your physical products and services. So if you've got a shop or services like myself, I promote my business on social media, and that could be something you could do. And it will help you get more customers because you're online. You have less overhead costs. You can work as a social media manager, which is actually handling social media for other people. And this would be really great because you don't have to, depending on the clients you have, you don't really have to do a lot. You don't have to have many clients. And this is something you can also do on the side. So you could do it full time like myself, or you could do it in the evenings, on the weekends for your clients. You could also monetize your video content. The nice thing about all these platforms is that they are giving us opportunities to earn money. Mainly, YouTube was the big one for videos that you're selling. So this is any information that you have. We're all experts in something. So obviously, at the end of this workshop, maybe make a list of what do I know that I feel people would want to learn, and you can create those videos and sell them. If you're good at photography, you could sell your photos. There are lots of people always looking for photos, and there are different platforms to sell photos on. Platforms like Shutterstock, that you could sell your photos, and Alamy is another one. You could also write Instagram posts. Again, working with influencers, working with people who don't have the time but need to be online. And then you can come up, produce high quality content for those people and help them out in their businesses. And again, it's something that can be practiced. You can watch a few videos and you'll be able to actually learn and see and make money from this way of running your potential business. Okay, so what are some of the benefits of actually trying to earn money from social media? You've got the global audience reach. So this way you actually not just like myself right now, I'm in Zim, Tarie and Mittah are in South Africa, and there are other people on this workshop who are in other countries. You've got wider range of potential clients that you could be working with, potential even with companies you could be working with, remote companies in other countries while you are wherever you are, be it Zimbabwe, be it South Africa, be it the UK. There's also low entry barrier. You really only just need your phone internet or your computer internet to be able to create these accounts on these platforms. And then you get to engage with customers directly, very quickly. So my favorite example of engaging with a business online is FNB, RB Jacobs on Twitter, well, which is now X. Whenever I had an issue with my FNB account, I would just send a tweet and I'll be able to get a response almost immediately. Sometimes 20 minutes, 30 minutes, unlike maybe if I had to go physically to the bank and maybe wait in the queue without getting immediate service. So clients or customers would really appreciate that, and you would be able to actually quickly resolve problems for clients. You can also benefit by building your brand, which will work with also like when you're looking for a job or looking to get clients. The more you're talking about yourself, the more visible you are, the better your brand will be built. Obviously, you have to be strategic and consistent with the content you're sharing, but this will definitely help you build a strong personal brand or a strong business brand. Branding will also lead to recognition, trust, loyalty, and ultimately they'll be contributing to income generation. The nice thing about working on social media, which is what I love the most, is the flexibility and remote work. So currently I'm in Zim, and I've been in Zim for a little over a month. in a few weeks, I'll be in another country and I'll be able to still work because I'm online and I'm working on social media. I am not stuck to my desk or to a particular office because I can work anywhere. Another benefit is having access to information, so data analytics and insights. You really be able to get all the information and you can make quick changes for business. So you can get valuable insights, you can get to understand your audience behavior, you can see your content performance and engagement. And this way you're able to change. Like, let's say if you own the shop and you're waiting for customers to come in the shop, but then you've already pre-bought the stock, lots of things, you either have to wait for it to finish or you're going to do a clearance sale. But if you are working online, offering certain services or even selling your content, you can quickly see that, okay, what I'm doing here is not working. I can change it like this, change it like this. And turnaround time on online work and social media is very quick. So you don't have to wait for a year to be able to see results or to be able to make changes to your business. Creativity and expression. Social media allows individuals to showcase their creativity and skills and unique perspectives. This creative expression can attract an audience that leads to income opportunities through sponsorship and collaboration. So sponsorships or collaborations could be working with other brands or being paid to promote certain things because of how you choose to be creative with your content that you're sharing. Then e-commerce integration. If you already have a shop, you could integrate it online, and so many social media platforms offer features to set up online stores or integrate with e-commerce platforms. This enables individuals to sell directly to their social media followers. So if you already have followers that you have, you've got your store links to your social media, it makes purchasing quick. And these days, people want things that are easy. People want things that are fast and available. So if you're online, you're visible and it's easier to get you seen. Networking and partnerships. Social media facilitates with networking with other individuals, businesses, and influencers. Building relationships and partnerships can lead to joint ventures, cross promotion, and collaborative income generating projects. Then the last one, learning and skills development. We did talk about this when I was talking about learning courses on LinkedIn, but there's many other things you could be able to develop online. You could learn skills on marketing, content creation, communication skills, all those things that are relevant in the digital landscape. Of course, there are many benefits with social media and earning on social media, and success often requires dedication, strategic planning, adaptation, and changes to the algorithm. As with anything, I like to show the stats. If you're selling something, these are some stats that might interest you if you're working online. Many people actually make decisions to buy because of stuff they've seen on social media, and that's about 25%. Spending has increased by 12%. So there's actually hope. There is a lot of money online circulating on social media. You just need to be in the right place at the right time. And then 26.8% people of internet users between the age of 16 and 64 use social media to find brands, products, and services, okay, either through the ads or just simple keyword searches. And then 76% of social media users have purchased something they saw online. I've done this. So I watch vlogs regularly, and sometimes I'll see, oh, this product looks interesting, and then I'll buy it simply because I saw it on someone's platform or someone using it, and not necessarily because I wanted it. So social media has a great influencing power. Then look at the amount of money that has been earned in 2022, 5.5 billion US dollars has been made by content creators across the world in 2022. So obviously you have a chance to make money online, you can grab a piece of this pie. You don't have to necessarily make a lot of money. You could be part of these food creators who are making 50,000, or you could be making 12,000 per year, or like most influencers making 23,500. And then some of the platforms that you could be earning money from, these are the top ones: Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. Of course, if you've got your website, then you can be promoting your website onto these platforms. You'll still be able to get money. You could be getting money as a content creator, or you could be getting money through promoting your business and getting sales from that. And these are the best ones. And you can make money even if you're living in Africa or anywhere else. You can make money on these different platforms. Pinterest has a creators platform where you can create videos that you sell to Pinterest, and then they'll give you money for that instead of maybe posting ads or allowing other brands to post ads on your platforms. Last week, somebody asked me if there were challenges last month when we did last workshop, and these are the potential challenges that you would face if you're working online. So obviously the algorithm is the worst because they're always changing things. You know, one day your post goes viral, the next doesn't. Then and those things can impact your income, but it doesn't mean you should stop. You should just always be trying. Obviously, the trolls online and the negative feedback. The most important is to be consistent and invest your time in your social media, whatever it is you're doing, whether it's for your shop or for your services that you're offering. This is the one I don't like: monetization and eligibility. I've been on YouTube for a long time, but I'm not yet eligible to make money. But that's also because I'm not consistent. Some of the things, if you're consistent, you qualify. Like with YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views to be able to make money. But thereafter, obviously, if your account is viral, you're definitely gonna be making more money as you go. So obviously being consistent does influence you being able to actually be monetized. Then there's competition. Like we saw, 5.5 billion went to lots of content creators. But that means you're going to be competing now for that piece of the pie with other content creators. Then income stability is a big one. Each month is different when you're working online. It's not the same as having a job where you know your pay is this much every month until your next salary review and that type of thing. Platform dependence is a big one. You have to, if you're promoting your video content on YouTube, you have to be doing what YouTube requires you to do. So that's probably meaning posting regularly. And you also depend on YouTube to be sharing your videos out to the people, so you get more views and get more money, and it's a cycle. Then obviously content quality. The better your content is, the more chances of it being seen. Do you guys have any questions? Please drop them in the chat box so that we can answer them at the end of the session. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Samantha. It was a great, insightful. Yeah. So everyone with questions, just put them in the chat box for now. We'll attend to them at the end of the session.
Yes, thank you very much, Samantha. That was very informative. I'm sure someone learned something today.
For the network, so that at least it's a bit stable. My name is Munye. I'm a tax practitioner. I'm a chartered certified accountant. I'm a business coach as well. But the business that I'm going to share with you tonight is my Airbnb business that I do also. I started my journey in Airbnb in 2021. That's when I bumped into information about Airbnb. I also didn't know anything about it until that time. And like Samantha have said, social media gives us a lot of opportunities to find information and business opportunity as well. So I just bumped into someone who was advertising about Airbnb course, and I enrolled in that course. I didn't have a plan at that time. I didn't have a strategy. I didn't even know what it was, but I just got excited and said, what is this? I would also want to know what it is about. And when I did the training, obviously I was so interested and excited to try the business. It sounded very good. Um, so so I did my training in it was like January 2021. Then I started looking for an apartment, for a property. I got an apartment. By June,
Kuku,
I done my first
you're
listing
making noise. And don't about any
on Airbnb.
Airbnb.
The good thing about the Airbnb
You're making
business
noise.
is that if you really are interested in property, if you're someone who wants to go into property or who has a property and you don't know how to manage it properly, I would advise
Kuku,
Airbnb
go.
strategy because it's short-term rentals. So it has no headaches that are associated with a long-term tenant who maybe can even destroy a property or might be a bad payer or something like that. So that's the good thing and the beauty of Airbnb business, and which I fell in love with. I'm also someone who loves also hospitality. So like any other business, for any other business to be successful, you need to love it. You need to understand the qualities of being in that business. So I love hospitality, and I'm an interior designer as well as a hobby. I just learned interior design because of the love for clean spaces and all that. So that's why I also thought Airbnb was going to be a very nice fit for me. But you don't need to have all those qualifications, or you don't need to be an interior designer or anything to run an Airbnb business. Okay, so my journey, when I started in 2021, when I listed my listing in June, I listed my listing within an hour. I had 3 bookings. And yeah, people think I'm joking, but yeah, that's the truth. Within an hour of going live, I had 3 bookings. And then within 3 months, I was a super host. So there is a level, there's statuses there where you become a super host. And it has a certain criteria, but it means that you are doing very well and people love you and you have good reviews. So I've been a super host since that time, 2021 up to date. The good thing about Airbnb, like I said, the headaches of long-term rentals, you avoid that. And it markets for you. Airbnb markets for you. Mine, what I was to do was just to list my apartment. But people are always there searching for properties for accommodation. And yeah, Airbnb does the job for you. So you get people coming and booking. Yours is just to manage the booking, make sure everything is set. Your guest is going to get a nice place and a clean space, and they will love the experience. So I really love doing Airbnb business because of that marketing part as well. And also that Airbnb collects the money for you. So it's not like you are going to chase payments. You are going to chase money from the guests. The platform collects the money for you. So you are set. Once someone books, you know that that booking is going to be paid to you, and you just pay your host fee. That is 3% plus VAT. That is what Airbnb charges. So with Airbnb business, anyone can do it. Like I said, it's just like any other business. Anyone can start an Airbnb business without being an interior designer like me, or doing your own clean your own interiors and stuff. I do my own interiors. Sometimes I even renovate the apartments. I break things and all that because anyway, I have the knowledge. But it doesn't mean you cannot be an Airbnb host because you are not that. You can always have people to help you, to assist you, or you can copy from others and you learn. Like Samantha has said very nicely that with social media, there's so much information, there is a lot of learning. Even those interior design courses, I remember I once did it with Udemy. It was very cheap, just for interest sake, because I love that. I just did my Udemy course and I really had an idea of how design works and all that before I did my diploma in interior design. So with Airbnb, I've given you those advantages that you don't need to worry about the payments. The platform does it for you. You are not going to worry about advertising. People are going to see you from wherever they are in the world. I get guests from Nigeria, I get guests from UK, I get guests from Kenya, Angola, anyway, anyone who's coming to South Africa, as long as they want to reside in where I am based. And all my Airbnbs are in South Africa. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I'm based in South Africa, so I have now 4 Airbnbs since 2021. And yeah, I'm still looking for more. Uh, and there is a lot of opportunity to grow in that business because you're not going to use one strategy. It's not about you need to have a property to be able to do Airbnb. You can do what we call rent to Airbnb. You can actually talk to a landlord who understands Airbnb. You can say, you know what, I'm renting, but my renting is based on Airbnb. I'm going to rent so that I can do Airbnb. So it's not like you need to own a property. You can use that strategy. There's so many strategies that you can go into Airbnb as long as you love the business. If you feel you can do it, you can still go into Airbnb. Kamuhelo, I don't know if I can answer questions as I go because I can see there's a question there.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Can I answer as I go?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. Let me look for the question. Alrighty. Okay, where do you reside? Okay, I answered that, Candy. I'm in South Africa and I'm based in Midrand, and all my apartments are in Midrand. And Hamohelo said, where did you get training for Airbnb? I got it from a company called Smart Airbnbs, but I'm also doing trainings. Like now, I have a training that I'm going to run on the information about Airbnb, exactly what it is, just for you to understand what it is, what you need, how you can go into the Airbnb zone, and it's only 250 rands. Yeah, my training, I did it. It was very expensive, thousands. But I've seen that I want to share information. I want to share knowledge. And I've come up with those cheap courses where people can come and learn. And I do it on WhatsApp. It's 3 hours. So you get all the information you can use to understand the Airbnb. Mittah?
No, sorry, you actually answered my question because I just wanted to ask, must I have property that I own to join Airbnb? So you already answered that. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Yeah, so you don't really need to have a property. Okay, I have 4 Airbnbs, like I said. The 2 I'm owning, and it's in a complex. The third one, it's a cottage at my house that I've converted to Airbnb because I could see that I was sitting on money. It used to be the helpers quarters, so it was just not making any money. So I thought of making into an Airbnb. So it's an Airbnb, and it's one of the most performing of my Airbnbs. So I've been sitting on money for many years. The other one is I'm renting. So that's why I'm telling you of the strategy rent to Airbnb. It's very possible. If it's a nice flat that you don't need to do a lot of work, because sometimes it's very difficult to do Airbnb on someone's property in the sense that sometimes it's not in good condition. Remember, Airbnb is hospitality, and people are going to come and continuously come because of how it looks, the cleanliness, the interiors, and all those things. So sometimes it's very difficult to modify a place which is not yours, but if it's already in good condition, Like the one I'm renting, it's in a good condition, so I didn't really need to do work. It was just to put my furniture, and that's it.